How do you achieve your greatness?
There's no margin for error.
No room for mistakes.
You need total control.
Your success is determined by your grit.
It takes thousands of hours perfecting your moves.
And only the strong survive.
You think you've paid your dues?
You think you're ready to enter the arena?
Think again.
This is the Telkom Digital Gaming League,
This is where legends fight till the last second.
where the action explodes straight through your system.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of Rocket League South African community. This is Alf Zeta, and casting me with today is Ultrazim.
Hey guys, good of you to join us. If you guys are tuning in from the VOD, I'm sure you guys are going to hear lots about this game on Rocket League South Africa page or something like that, because this is the lower brackets. This is fighting for your lifetime. This is Dominus Venatus versus Impulse Gaming. Two great teams who worked their way up. Both of them, if I'm not mistaken, from the Sapphire Cup. And this is really a battle to remember.
Indeed, I'm looking forward to see some great plays here tonight, Ultrazim. We know OK Impulse, we've casted a few games from them. We saw them around Dominus Venatus as well. And what are you looking for in the games between these two players, or these two teams?
This is one of the more interesting competitions we've seen, because both of these teams are very team orientated. There's no really insane single players on either side that just carry their team. It's all about good passing. It's all about good teamwork. So tonight I am very keen to see how both of these very evenly matched in styles teams carry out their play.
Immediately you see Superfly taking a dangerous hit there from the ball, and Yar going up to pick it up. And I'm wondering if we're going to see the pressure that OK Impulse brought the previous games they played.
Certainly. Well, there we see a couple of misses that just put themselves on the back foot instead, and Nebi follows that up and puts it into the center. Superfly can't get it to the center though, and it seems that OK Impulse may have scored themselves a lucky break in these first 30 seconds, but Yar lets the ball drop down dangerously there in front of the net and puts himself under more pressure. But you're right, that OK no is known for their incredible pressure from a team that comes from good rotations, and they have a chance of making some really concerted attacks on goals that really put a team on the back flip. But Nebi's doing excellently here in the front to just bait out a couple of the defenders there.
Oh, Casco, a beautiful dribble, no one contesting, but Dark Panda sitting in net, just making sure nothing's going to go past him tonight. And something I usually see about this Dominus team is the fact that they always have that one person back and the two person that pushes up and doing the challenges and trying to score. So I'm seeing the same format they use again tonight. And
good point, that. And I must admit, I haven't seen much play from Nebi and Dark Panda. I think Dark Panda we had in one game, but Nebi I've never actually seen play before. What sort of play style does he have? He seems to be very attacking tonight. Is that normal for him?
It's really normal. He did have a name change though. If you didn't know, he was before this Nebi, he was Lion ZA. So I don't know if Lion does ring a bell to you.
The name rings a bell. I think I've played with him a couple of times, but haven't seen him in competitive play like this. And I must admit, I'm very impressed by his play. But we see NoClip now going on the wall, and we're seeing a very good attack coming from the side.
Oh, that was so close. And there we have it.
Walk us through this play there. NoClip takes it up on the wall.
Casca pushing it down into the corner, and Yar being there. Great rotational play there for Yar being in position. And that pulled out all three defenders from Dominus to one side of the net.
It seemed like they all went up for that crossbar shot by Casca and just couldn't get back on their wheels in time to get that shot from Yar. And it's always dangerous to put three men up into attack like they did there, where NoClip made the pass, Casca put it onto the backboard, and then Yar was in their enemy's half just trying to finish that off. But you can see when he knows there's an opportunity to attack, he goes for it. And Casca now coming in, putting a lot of pressure. And NoClip again onto the backboard. Yar coming in, no chance for this time for the three-man attack strategy, but look at that. As soon as he's finished, there's someone back to cover those goals. So really good rotational play coming from the side of OK Impulse, which we've seen several times in these games before.
Indeed, and unfortunately they didn't score there. They had open net first, then they hit the crossbar, and then Casca came in and hit the crossbar, and then the defense was ready for the third and blocked the third shot. And again we got some pressure, but Dark Panda dealt with it now in the midfield with Casca taking the ball to the side. A great bounce there, might be dangerous for Dominus now. Dominus taking it out to the right hand side of the field. Dark trying to be a little dribble there around, but quickly picked up by Casca.
Nice little play here from Dominus Venatus, showing a lot of good team synergy there, and very heads-up play where they're getting the balls out. We haven't seen any of the balls go really on into their box besides those two attempts. They just keep it cleared out, and there you see, no one's waiting on the goal line or anything. They're ready there to shut it down before it becomes dangerous and just make sure this ball stays in the other half. And now they're really on their own. You saw Dark Panda there taking a nice dribble up and putting out defenders, but just consistent, good rotational play by the side of this OK Impulse side has kept them with that 1-goal lead.
All three up from Dominus, making the save, but at the same time leaving a net open if there would have been a mistake on their side. And now Dark Panda up the wall. This leaves an open net once more, but unfortunately for them, Yark couldn't make there in time.
Dark Panda using the big Merc there, which is not often seen in any competitive play. So really putting on his own little style there, but now reads it up. And there Dark Panda and same ball. That was very dangerous. I don't know what Superfly, what angle he thought he was getting there, but that definitely seemed to me to be Dark Panda's ball, and they could have now set themselves up. There we go. One little mistake where all three of them were in the corner and just allowed for that turnaround and pressure. And here just a couple of really nice passes by the team together, putting them from one player to another, puts on that pressure, gets around everyone, and with only 20 seconds left, they managed to take a 2-0 lead in this first game, in the best of 5.
Indeed, and the main thing there was rotation on Oh, what a shot from Superfly! Where did that come from? Just look at this. From his own kickoff, he drives to get boost and says, no, I think I can score this, and just bumps it off the roof. Top shot. Just underneath the crossbar.
Casca was left on the floor there. You're right. It was so underneath the crossbar that Casca knew that jumping wasn't going to help, and he was just hoping for it to go over at that stage. Don't think he even had the time to react. Just like you say, such an unexpected shot that came out of nowhere and may have given them just a couple of seconds they need to turn this around.
Oh, he almost had it. 3-1. But that still goes, the game goes to Impulse, and they're asking for a there for the rehost of the server. Apparently they're having some lag issues. So while we can just update the scores there.
So guys, if you're just joining us, this has just been the first game in Impulse versus OK Impulse versus DG Dominus Venatus. The first game went to Impulse, but only by a 2-1 margin, where both teams have been playing excellent rotational games, getting the balls cleared very, very well. But two little mistakes from the side of Dominus Venatus allowed Impulse to put some massive pressure on their guys. Keep getting shots into the net, where eventually 2-3-man plays, actually, where pass, goal left Impulse with a 2-1 lead over Dominus Venatus to take this first game. We're just going to rehost this lobby quickly, guys, and then we'll be right back.
Okay, so I'm out of the lobby. You can rehost if you need to. That lobby is empty. Holt, what do you think Dominus Venatus should do to come and take a victory here? Do you think they should keep playing the game they're playing? They're doing it well enough, or do you think there's some stuff they need to change up?
Honestly, they've been playing really well as a team. They seem to be a bit on the back foot and just letting that Impulse pressure build up. So maybe if they just push a little bit harder when they've got that opportunity, when they've got that breakaway dribble, there needs to be another man following him up and getting on there, ready for that pass to get up. But it's more the case of they might overcommit at that stage. We've seen two episodes already where they went up with 2 or 3 people for the same ball and left themselves in a very sticky situation where no one was actually there to save the next shot or make that turnaround play. So I think that they need to be more attacking, but choose their attacking times more wisely, where they have that player going up and they've got the chance to build that pressure. They need to emphasize those sort of situations and capitalize on those chances.
I think I need to agree with you there. The fact that they're playing well, they're passing well, they just need to, as you said, they take the scoring opportunities. Whenever there's a scoring opportunity, they should go, they should take it. At this moment, it feels like they're waiting for Impulse to pressure them, and they're just waiting for a counter attack. Teams with like OK that keeps the rotation game well. It's difficult to just counter attack and score.
Seems like these guys have been struggling on both sides now, where Superfly is saying his ping is unplayable.
Well, this is really unfortunate, but nothing we can do about South African Rocket League and ping.
There have been some problems with Psionic servers lately, they have admitted it, but there isn't much we can do at this stage, and I hope he is able to play. If he scores it within the first 1 minute, we do have a chance to rehost as long as no goal has been scored.
Although I do believe they will keep on playing. If I see the players, they keep playing, and yeah, no, I don't think they're going to have a rehost. There's 8 seconds left. Although Superfly is standing still right now.
Okay, no, Superfly has messaged me and he says, please can we rehost? So we're going to just try to talk to both teams and let them know.
Maybe if we can do that just before there's a goal scored, because I see these players are still playing in all out.
Okay, I have sent a message to Kaska. He has left the game, so we can rehost this lobby. Hopefully we get a server that is a little bit more conducive. Unfortunately, at this stage of the game, with such an intense fight going on, we can't afford to have ping deciding these issues. And it is a known issue with psionics at this stage, so we do need to work around that, unfortunately. If you guys are just joining, sorry about the little bit of mistake, but we will be up and running in no time. The score is 1-0 to OK Impulse, and if you guys can just bear with us for a couple of seconds, I'm sure we can get it sorted out.
Just to make sure you're not hosting or drawing any lobbies from Middle East servers, because they recently moved that as well, and that also screws up the ping apparently, from what I've read on Reddit.
All EU.
All EU.
It's all EU.
Oh, I almost joined Impulse right now. Want to play some?
Get to play for Impulse because we're currently 1-up, so I'm not taking this underdog thing.
I'll play for Dominus then, okay? Let's hope their pings are fine. I'll just wait a sec and see if these guys can manage to get the second game of the series started. Dark Panda,
It would be nice to
Superfly.
have a option now in this loading in screen in the lobby. Maybe check your ping. It would certainly help with these server issues where we have to rehost because someone suddenly doesn't know if their ping has fixed. So it looks like both teams have loaded in perfectly. We may be waiting for no clip, I think.
Yara's there, Kaska's there. Well, I do believe Kaska has made himself hashtag Kashka because of us. That little name change is there from the casters. Thank you, Altruism. We're still waiting upon no clip. We are but humans, as you say. And yeah, now that you're talking about the DCs, I was also watching the RLCS the other day where the game also just started and all players just dropped from the server, and they had to rehost that as well. So it's definitely not only our little South African community struggling with Psionic servers, Rocket League servers and such. It's definitely much broader spectrum than just our region. Any news there from our missing player?
I have not heard from him, I must admit. But Kashka has sent me a message just saying waiting for no clip.
You can keep on killing him Kashka. I think you're killing his name there. And coming back to the previous game, we saw, and also games I saw about Dominus before, Panda always seems to play the very, very defensive role, and I wonder if that's not his main reason for always picking the van. What do they call the van again? Because it seems like he usually plays with the van, and I do believe that's his personal favorite car as well. As we're still waiting on Mr. Noclip to join. Superfly joining in, Dark Banner and Noclip has joined in. It does seem like my fellow caster has disappeared a bit.
It's always difficult when we mute our mics and then forget to unmute them after we finish sneezing.
Don't pull an elf on yourself.
Not my proudest moment, but we're back. We are here. We're finally getting the second game underway. And there we have it. Amazing start. Noclip's thing has definitely been sorted out.
Great little turn there. Doing a little bit of freestyle, hitting it to the left bottom corner. Great shot from Noclip right off the bat. That's only 8 seconds in.
So that's one of the problems with stopping halfway through is you use that first game to warm up. Often teams need that, and you often see the tide swing in a game after the first warm up where people just get that teamwork going. But
oh, maybe pushing this.
Like
we've got Superfly. Superfly.
These guys are really not shaken off by this little pause we had. The guys are ready to get in there, get some keen rocket lead going, and both teams are attacking with some great aerial play from Noclip and Superfly there to score a goal apiece at this stage.
And that's only 30 seconds in. This game is definitely starting off much faster than the previous one. Oh, Superfly, nice clear there. Up to the Dark Panda. Will he get a shot? No, unfortunately for him. OK will clear that. And there's a demo on Superfly. Now both of the Dominus players are on the wall. This can be dangerous.
What we were talking about though after that first game was that DG needed to play a little bit more aggressively, and they've certainly seemed to have stepped it up at this stage where they're saying, right, we're one game down, let's pick it up, let's pick up the pace and start final terms. And they really have stepped it up, and now they're putting some great pressure onto the side of OK Impulse.
Indeed, but that's a beautiful shot there from Noclip. It's the crossbar, and again, yeah, it's the crossbar. And now Panda taking it.
Changed the heart of these crossbars in the last update or something like that, because I swear we have not seen this many crossbars in this short amount of time from this OK Impulse side. They're getting it just above and getting great passes, but again the side of Dominus Venatus, but some good little long play there has to be cleaned up.
Indeed, and that's what I was talking about. Dominus trying to do very long shots and trying to do the counter-attack plays. Ooh, nice shot, nice dunk, and then Dark Panda, great save. Noclip just putting the ball back in center. Ball just drifting there, no one really coming for this. And now, again, the ball's just hanging around there with Casca taking it down. Almost thought he might put that in.
We're seeing again this relentless onslaught from that corner, and good rotations from the side of Dominus Venatus means that they can turn it around now quickly, as OK maybe has pushed too many men up, but they've come back now. Good rotational play from them as well. And a ball goes over the net now. Dark Panda missing the ball, but making sure No Clip is not going to follow that up at all, any sort of pace.
That Dark Panda came in with speed. Now here, taking this ball ever so slowly. Trying to dribble, but Superfly jumps over him. Now there might be a difficult pass. And Casca being there, just backflipping that ball out of danger. Now Nabi taking it up the backboard of his own half. Immediately countered by Casca.
Seeing some great control from these players and their ability to handle that ball and just pass it down to where they want it or clear it in nice, high, powerful shots that don't have a chance of getting dunked down as often or and just ball go down, but Yard's there to clean it up, push it off the backboard, and now makes a decent clear to the center to Kashka.
You can keep calling him Kashka, it seems. And now Dark Panda tried to go up for that, but unfortunately for him now, Nabi up. And you're making sure the ball's going to the corner where it's safe.
Good little clear from Superfly there. Doesn't just have to get up, mate. Needs to make sure it doesn't go down.
There's no one in it!
A long ball from Dark Panda. Apparently someone was going to the boost in the corner there. Dark Panda sees the open net, puts it on goals at a decent pace, and Yard just can't get back in time. I don't know if he missed the boost on his rotation or what, but a really nice long shot puts them now 2-1 up. They've got the lead now with that, having put that first game down. They're shaking it off, and as we talk about that, Nebi only just gets it to the side there.
And now great long clear from Nebi. And now I see No Clip taking Dark Panda out of the play by just pushing him to the left. And now Superfly taking it up the wall to the left. And now No Clip again. There might be another pass. Fakes out Nebi. Dark Panda being solid on defense. And now also clearing the ball once more. Nebi being there to pick it up.
Got dangerous for a second or two there as the ball dropped down in front of the net, but a nice little pop out. And Nebi now pushing it back into the corner. It's not that they're going to get many attacking opportunities out of this, but they're Nebi doing some little bit of enforcing work, just knocking out Kashka there. It's not at this stage that they have to get good attacks or good shots out of these plays into the corner, but they waste so much time of the other team that they managed now put it down, and they only had one shot on net, couldn't make it work, and OK Impulse has dropped this the second game. The ball's up, but can they bring it the entire length of the field?
They will have to full carry this, No Clip.
Still got it, it's on his roof.
And he drops it.
And he dropped it down. That cry of agony from No Clip, knowing he wanted to get onto the wall, and Dominus Venatus manages to even this series up.
Yep, they sneaked in a win here. Now it's 1-1, and I think we're in for one thriller of a game here, Alt. Especially now, we got 1-1. Both teams are now carrying momentum, with Dominus being very strong in this game. Even though No Clip had that amazing first goal 8 seconds into the game, Dominus just came out and said, "No, we're having none of this. We want to give you guys a challenge tonight."
I knew this was going to be a good game, but again, 2 games in a row, just 1 goal separating it. These teams are ready to fight for their place, because this isn't a qualification sort of top 8. We can just relax from now on. And every game that these guys have to play, because they play in the lower bracket, means they have to win every game that they can in these games to make sure they can get through to the finals against the winner of WRG Rocket Baguettes versus OK Danger Kids. That's going to be taking place on Wednesday or tomorrow night,
that game's playing tomorrow night. I do believe they are playing. Whoever wins plays the winner of Red Neptune. And Nebi, great passing play there from Superfly and Nebi. Just look at this, amazing.
There's no time for this analysis. Nebi picks it up straight away, waits for the ball to bounce, gets it off the crossbar and puts it into the back of the net. Oh, shot there. 6 seconds into a game, these teams are wasting no time in picking up pressure and trying to set their stamp of authority onto these games.
Now Super, great shot just to the left of the net. Nebi coming in there, almost had it, but great block there from the Impulse team. And there we have Panda once more in net, just making sure very solid. And as I was saying earlier before you muted your mic, oh, here comes another great shot, maybe putting it out. And another center pass, and again great clearance there from Team Venatus. As I was saying earlier, the Panda playing with the van. So I think the bigger hitbox does help him in the box there for the defensive skills.
No, you were very right. I think it's called the Merc.
It's
van.
the Merc.
And he is one of the few players, but you were right in analyzing that he always does play that defensive role, and you might be right. It might just give him as well. It's got slightly flatter hitboxes, which means when he hits it, it almost always hits a flat surface, so he can get those slightly harder, slightly more consistent hits going across.
Oh, look at this!
There we see it bouncing up. Just goes over. I lagged out for a second there. It seems, I don't know if the other players did, but Dark Panda pushing it over there. Yar thinking it's going in and goes, rolls up that corner post, and Nebby's there to catch that bounce up, and they managed to get now in this third game.
2-0 up, 3 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. Will OK Impulse come back? And as I said it, great play, no clip, pushing it to the corner and just smashing it there, making sure someone there is there to follow up. And Casca being very close to that, with Superfly unfortunately not able to get to that in time. Great play there.
No clip showing some incredible solo play there, manages to pop it over Nebby. And like you say, that push into the corner, he knew that he didn't have any sort of shot, so he just pulls out the defender, gets it around him, and trusts in his teammates to be in the position that they need to be. A great little bit of solo and team play there from a really nice team. But Dark Panda puts it all the way from the back, puts it over the defender. Yar puts it down to the center, and unfortunately No Clip followed up, not thinking he was getting that second hit. Leaves Kashka alone on the back, and Dark Panda, beautiful shot down the field, gets him back that 2-0 lead, that 2-goal lead, after OK Impulse managed to bring that down.
A great long shot there from Panda. This is what I was talking about, this team strat, which I saw them play a lot, is the counter-attacking and long shots. And I mentioned earlier that Impulse's rotational play is kind of countering their type of play, but it seems like something is starting to work out in Dominus' favor.
Impulse plays a very aggressive style, where you were saying that you pointed out earlier that they tend to try and keep two men high. I think that was them that you were talking about, where they have two men on attack and can just constantly put that pressure. And that might be the way to beat these guys, is just make sure that you've got a solid defense, and when they get it wrong, just push it as far downfield and now turn it around on that one lone defender.
Let's see if something can develop here. OK Impulse need to get this back. They got 2 minutes 15 seconds remaining to get 2 goals, and we might even see overtime if they can get to that point. Oh, great dunk there. Now Casca, ball bounces straight back. Will there be someone to follow up? The opposite to the left. And now No Clip wanting to go for that, but Dark Panda again being solid on the defense. Dangerous pass from Super. Yeah, being there. Everything happened there only because of the Superfly kind of pushing that over towards Yar, and Yar just capitalized on the mistake.
Maybe just a little bit too much pressure there from the side of OK Impulse, as like you say, is they keep putting the shots on, and No Clip, Superfly, my apologies, doesn't have that confidence that his teammate is behind him, just a little bit too fast-paced at that stage, and doesn't know that he can let the ball roll past. Because certainly, I think it was Nebby behind him.
He was.
That he knocked it in front of, out of the way of. Nebby had that ball way clear, and Superfly just doesn't get that freedom to take the luxury to leave it. And now we see OK Danger Kids. I mean, OK Impulse. Putting more pressure back on this, and they seem to be just redoubling their efforts now in this attack to try and get that goal lead back down to even.
They got 1 minute left to do, as you said, and They just need to get the pressure back on. At this moment, they have pressure and then they release the pressure and then they have pressure and then this happens. Then they pressure on them and now NoClip taking it over. Superfly keep boosting well and now tries to go for the dribble. And will he get the pass? He passes back to Casca. Casca not ready for that. And now you are just trying to get this to the corner where it's safe.
Those little moments of scrambling defense where people are missing the balls left, right, and center, and the ball just hangs around in front of the net stationary for a couple of seconds. Those build pressure faster than any other situations where people just frantically start hitting buttons, hoping that someone's going to get a connection before one of the attackers manages to get it in. Certainly with 10 seconds left, that pressure may now carry through to the next match, as Impulse must be on their last couple of nerves in these last few seconds, trying to make something happen. Yar keeps it up, but for how long? NoClip comes through trying to help him out, and a ball goes down. And that means Dominus Venatus came from 1-0 down to now being 2-1 and leading the series, needing just one more victory to take this competition, this match, and go through to the next round.
It's surprising. I do believe that I've heard rumors around the community that Impulse is definitely the favorites. So, yeah, my caster's favorite was Impulse as well, but Venatus is definitely surprising me tonight. I believe it's the Merc being in there. I think it puts some fright on NoClip.
It's like a solid wall in front of these guys. They come in, they dribble, and then they take a shot, and there's just a Merc in their face. Just enjoy the side of our van. You're not getting any further.
I think Panda just doesn't even need to move. He just stands there. The ball gets attracted to the Merc like a magnet or something.
Psionics nerf, please. But we're seeing some great defense there from them, managing to stem that constant pressure that Impulse is so well known for. And an incredible little flying redirect there from Panda. Comes across thinking he needs to hit that first one and just goes up to get that.
Oh, NoClip!
With a little bit of a freestyle, pokes it down to the bottom of the net there, and how he didn't score that. What an incredible little bit of unpredictable play there from him.
I think Nebi just read that well. He knew that ball might be going into his net. And a little bit of panic, but he made it. This ball is hanging in there. And now Nebi hits away one of the Impulse's players.
And going up there with that Merc, just getting a nice little dunk, pushing it back down the field. All he has to do is go in the general direction of the ball, and he knows he's going to get that shot. But NoClip now doing very well on his dribble so far, but never the last person that he needs before to make that pass.
It's unfortunate for him though, but as you said, he's doing great work on the dribbles, getting the pressure back. And this might be dangerous, balls, no one in net. Panda, this is a great goal. And that's exactly what I was telling you about the Merc. Look at this. He just makes one little jump, and it's, sorry, flat-faced Merc right in front of you.
That ball's not going anywhere. You see on a couple of the other cars, more rounded cars, that ball will squeak out to the side or something like that, but that Merc just puts it straight back at the other team's goals. Dark Panda doing well on defense and attack so far tonight, and Yar's been sending in some really nice powerful shots, but he hasn't been able to get the better of this defense from Dominus Venatus.
Close one there, maybe pushing the ball to the left, making sure that there's no attack coming in from Impulse. And now taking the ball over them, and now this ball is hanging in the air. Will somebody come to pick it up? And now it's just to the air, to the left or right, left of the field. And open net. Here comes in, finish it off nicely. Bit of bad rotation, might be some miscommunication there in the Dominus Venatus camp. I do believe they might have thought someone was back when Nebi challenged that.
I think Nebi may have been going for boost at that stage, saw the dunk come and didn't actually have the boost to challenge that properly, so he was coming from an out of position place and no way to get that back, and just a bad clear and a nice little bit of turnaround pressure from the side of OK.
This is a great shot.
No, but is this? And there it goes, it bounces into the back corner. Nebi just picks out this long ball, sees that no one's back, and puts a lovely little bounce. Kashka can't get back in time. Maybe pushed a little bit too far up, but such a nicely weighted shot from Nebi manages to pull them back within 10 seconds back to their 1-0 lead and keep that pressure on the side of OK Impulse, which must now be really starting to build considering they're already a game down.
And Impulse will really look to get more plays there and get more pressure on this Dominus team. At this moment, it just feels like they're a bit more inconsistent than I'm used to seeing them play.
I think it might be the pressure coming up at this stage as we see all three of them going into the corner for that. It just might be that they're used to such fluid plays working against some of the other teams where they get hit after hit and there.
As you were talking about fluid plays, look at this. Yeah, putting it on the backboard.
This is what this team is so well known for, is just these little passes where most players will just take the shot at goal, hope something happens. They have the sense to pull out the defender, put it off the sideboard, put it off the corner, put it off the top, and leave it open. And there we see Ya again. Gets a blistering shot, reads us off the side. No Clip goes for the head into the center. Ya's cheating up, manages to use his last little bit of boost, and before anyone can even get themselves set, they put 2 goals in succession within 10 seconds. And this is the play that we've been seeing from these sides. We don't see these one-man long dribbles that end in a goal. We see these guys going up as 2 or 3 players, getting touch, normally involving all 3 players in a really nice, well-practiced, fluid motion. And they've just managed to use that twice now.
And they've got now another one. Great shot from Ya, reading that excellently from the back. And then again, the rotational play there from Dominus, leaving that one guy at the back. But unfortunately for me, it was pushed too far up. But great shot from Ya.
Ya has been clinical with these shots. Just getting them in, seeing when the other players are out of position and putting a surgical strike against that goal that just manages to find the back net at incredible pace and just with perfect accuracy. Ya now going up for the dribble but can't get it past this time. Been doing excellently on those shots but can't get the dribble past, unfortunately.
And now we see some defense there coming in from Dominus team, clearing the ball. They need to put on the pressure now against the Impulse team, as I was saying earlier, and then everything started falling in place for Impulse. So let's see if... Oh! I was still trying to finish my sentence and my thought about them needing to put on the pressure, and Casca comes and says, "We are the pressure."
Jeez, you seem to be their lucky token in this match. Every time you go to talk, every time you go to do any bit of analysis, these guys manage to put in an incredible, unexpected shot that just means that you can't finish your thought. So that you were right. They needed to put on the pressure, and how much more pressure do you want to put on than taking a 3-goal lead with just a minute left?
Indeed, now we... Oh, as I want to say, Nebi's going to take this for a dribble. Casca comes from behind and says, "No way. You're not going to go anywhere if this dribble's of yours." No Clip now going up for the ball. Little backflip thing there. And Nebi saving that. Dark Panda missing the clear. And Ya pushes this one easily towards net, but I think it was a bit too much to the center. Easy save for Superfly at the end.
Ya's been highly responsible for a lot of this pressure, though. We've seen a lot of the plays involve No Clip taking it up the side, beating a defender or two, and then putting a nice pass through to Ya, who's always in the right position and just knows how to get those really nice, strong, well-placed strikes. And there you see No Clip again, pulling out 2 defenders, getting into the corner. Ya was there to take the shot, but no pass in from No Clip. But they've done it 5 times in this match. They've kept a solid defense, and they have now managed to take this and level up the series back to a Game 5.
Game 5 Ultras, and this is what we want to see, especially when teams fight out in the lower bracket. We want them to play at their fullest potential. We want them to win. I want both teams to win this, but unfortunately only one can go through at the end.
must admit, this whole community shield, every match, I don't know who to root for. I've got friends in all of these teams. I've played with these guys. No Clip has made some incredible passes to me in the air in just private matches, and I want both of these teams to win, like you say, is both of these guys deserve to be at the end, but this is why these guys are in this competition. This is why they qualified through the Emerald and the Sapphire Cups to be here. Is all of these players deserve to be here, and we are now separating out not the good from the bad, but the good from the best, the good from the absolutely supreme. And at this stage, this is the quality of play in the second game of the lower brackets. This isn't even the upper brackets. This isn't quarterfinals. This isn't semifinals. This is lower brackets. We're seeing such excellent play from both of these sides.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm looking forward to see what's going to happen in the finals and the semi-finals that's coming up during the week.
We get back to this game 5 though. Let's hope we can get to an overtime. Those are always incredibly exciting. We see the guys from both sides now getting up, and again, a little bit of passing play coming together from the side of OK Impulse. Team play from the side of Superfly.
That demo, that backflip, and the score. Just look at this. Demo, backflip, and in comes Nebi from nowhere and shoots.
Sees Kaska coming from one side, No Clip from the other, both of them diving across those goals, and a nice little bit of team play there. A little bit more aggressive than the side of OK Impulse, but certainly just as effective when they now take this one goal lead in this, the final game of the best of 5 between OK Impulse and DG Dominus Venatus.
As you were saying earlier, we would definitely like overtime, but I believe the players would not share your thoughts about having overtime. I think they would like to win and get a win straight off the bats. That overtime is nerve-wracking.
Both of these teams, I can
Great
imagine,
shots.
especially at this intensity of play. Ball pops out into the center there. Cusco can't get up and get to that one, but you see No Clip now pulling out 2 defenders. This same play has haunted the side of Dominus Venatus tonight. When No Clip goes into that right-hand corner especially, gets up, and they're just waiting for that shot from Yar. But Nebi does well now to clear it. Now still pump off the back of Kashka, puts it downfield, but now OK Impulse going up. Superfly is going to hard press to make the save. Can't get up, and Kashka's there to make this goal. Puts it into the bottom left corner, far away from anyone. Just a great little hit up from Yar. Superfly has to try backflip and read it off the backboard. Can't do it, and Kashka's there. What a bit of team play there.
That backboard shot is always one of the most difficult for a goalie to save. The auto cam rotates in such a way that it's very difficult to read right above you. So the more backboard shots you can pull off, the better for any team. And this might be the post. And there we got Superfly, blistering speed. That's what, 108 km per hour coming in. Great pass there from Nebi.
Look, he's got a man coming to attack him. He knows that he can't just take a straight shot. They've got 2 men in the goal already, so he can't just put a blind shot in because he could hit them. He comes in, and with incredible pace, like you say, he reads that ball's bounced into the open and manages to put it into that top left-hand corner. A really nice shot by him. Just means it's completely unsavable from the side. And Dominus Venatus take this game again in their favor by 1 goal.
I think these teams are really on their nerves. Both teams, they really want to win this. Whomever wins goes through to the next round. Whoever loses, obviously, it's the end of the cup for them, being in the lower brackets.
What does OK Impulse have to do? They've got 2 minutes 30 seconds. As a captain, what do you say to your team at this stage to get them pepped up?
Boys, just do basics. Just try
basics enough at this stage, though. because it hasn't been basics that have been working for them before. It's been these team passes, keep that pressure up, and basics at this level of the game, they're doing those, and it's still not working.
The basics I'm talking about really is just be consistent. Try to get the ball, hit it to the location you're trying to hit it to. Whenever this is safe, just keep the rotation going, and there we might have Dark Panda, great rotation, being the last man back once more. And now no clip.
You're right, actually. No, you're right, actually. It is those basics that result in everything else. I mean, their entire play comes from these good passes to each other, these good rotations, and those come from being able to just hit the ball consistently. Don't whiff anything. Don't let the ball spend too long in the opposition's possessions. Just get those tackles down. And you're right, it's the rest of it comes from it. And here the long ball goes up. 2 men up. Dark Panda lands that badly. Superfly goes up, and now we see the pressure mounting. It's those consistently good clears, good shots that you see from the side of OK Impulse that have built up that pressure for them again.
Indeed, but it does seem like DG has found a rhythm where their counter-attacks are winning them the game so far. They're clearing hard over the field, and then that results in... Oh, Casca so close! He almost managed to get the touch there. And now Nebi faked out Yog, thinking he's going to go up the wall, but Nebi decides to go take the ball down. With Nebi being there, just making sure Casca's not going to do anything funny with that. Now the ball goes dangerously to one side, and it's still open. Unfortunately, Yara pushes it to the side.
What happened to all the Dominus Venatus players? They were just sitting out in the open, leaving that ball. No Clip's ping has died. He's now sitting on 1,000 ping at this stage. Ah, and what a stage to do this. 10 seconds left. If they ever needed him to be on form, now was the time. As we go with 1 goal needed, with 3 seconds, the ball pitches up and they clear it. Dark Panda with that Merc getting into the goals, and No Clip is not there, and he just fails in the last 30 seconds of the match. What an unfortunate timing, but this Dominus Venatus side did deserve this goal. Dark Panda there with that 4 saves, going and showing what the side of that Merc can do.
As we said earlier, the Merg of the Merg. As we said, it's unfortunate for No Clip timing out there at the end, but definitely Dominus Venatus, they deserve this. They really came back after that first loss, and they just decided, you know what, we're going to keep the pressure. And then even though Impulse did show up again, and even the series 2-2, I feel that Dominus, especially in this last game, they were all over the defense, and whenever Impulse messed up, Dominus was there taking their chances and taking the shots on goal.
You're right, this Impulse side has built their reputation along good team play, good passing play that manages to beat a defense that dives a little bit too much. But the good rotations from Dominus Venatus meant that there was no little 1-2 plays they got through too often. We saw a couple of really nice ones, especially between No Clip and Yap. But Dominus Venatus was there. They had that rotation. They had those players there, ready to make the dunks, ready to fight those 50-50s and not let Impulse determine the pace of this game. And they managed to actually pull off a really nice win, getting some good basics and just keeping a solid defense under incredible pressure from this Impulse side, which they really used to their advantage. Dominus Venatus was not swayed and managed to pull off this 3-2 victory.
GG's to Dominus Venatus, congratulations on going further through the cup, and now facing off against either Red Neptune or BZK. I'm not sure who's going to win or who won that game. I think it must have been played by now. But congratulations to you guys. Dominus Venatus, unfortunate for Impulse, but nonetheless great plays. Before we go, who is your man of the match?
Yes, you can't ask me a question like that when we had such a great bit of team play from both sides. No Clip had some great little passes into the center. Yar was great in his power shots. But I think the key foundation of this Dominus Venatus side tonight was the solid, consistent, excellent play of Dark Panda with that Merc. He just had those clears. He had those 50-50s. We saw him. We didn't have too many goals. I think he had 2 throughout the series. I stand to be corrected on that, surely. But he's had excellent saves in every match. There in that last match, we saw him have 4 saves on his own. So just solid back positional play from him allowed his compatriots and his teammates to put that pressure onto the other side and turn it around and get a good victory for their side.
I couldn't agree with you more. That was definitely my man of the match as well. Dark Panda being so solid, and definitely, as we said, every time there was something going towards net, the Merg was there. As we saw in the last game, even though the pressure was building and building and building, he had 4 saves in that last game. So definitely, Dark Panda, you get the casters' vote of man of the match. Congratulations.
Seems we have no results at this stage for Red Neptune versus BZK. They were scheduled to play tonight at 8 o'clock, so they should be finished this game, but no one's uploaded scores. So guys, we will have to tell you in our link for the next stream who will be playing. When is that game going to take place? Elf, give us a rundown of when everyone can expect that.
Tomorrow night will be the next game in the upper bracket between WLG and the other OK team, OK Danger Kids, where they're facing off in the 3rd round of the upper brackets. And then we also have the lower brackets. I think they might be playing not Wednesday, Thursday would be the next rounds for them in the lower brackets, and then on Friday somewhere, I believe it's Friday, would be the finals of this cup to see who's the ultimate best.
No, it seems that on the schedule for the DGL page, we have round 5 being taken place on Monday the 3rd of April and Tuesday the 4th of April. What's happening next week then?
That's a good question, because I know the Prem League continues up until next week still. So we'll wait and see what the DGL has to offer further.
We will give you guys a bit of a heads up. We'll be posting on the Facebook page so that you guys can tune in and watch. You can find the links on my Twitter handle, which is down below in Elf's stream. Make sure, most importantly though, to hit that subscribe button on Elf's page. You'll get a notification when we go live, when we're casting these guys. We do not want you to miss any of this action. And make sure to catch those VODs and leave us a comment, leave us a like, say what you enjoy about the game or who your man of the match was.
And still, if anybody has suggestions about my car, the previous cast, if you haven't checked that out, check that out. You can see my yellow-purple car. If you have any suggestions, if you want me to play as a certain car, I'll definitely do that still. And yeah, Altruism, once again, thanks for casting and with me. I really enjoy. And thanks for everybody tuning in. Thanks for everybody watching the VOD. Hit the subscribe button. And cheers.
Cheers, guys.